Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Toya if you're new, and I'm back with another different type of video. So this was originally supposed to be a vlog. So I'm gonna insert the clips that was supposed to be a part of the vlog now. Okay, so y'all watch this. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my name. I've been doing it a lot. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Toya if you're new, and I'm back with another video. So boom, I am in the process right now. I just put up to my house because I am about to buy a freaking car. I have had the car that I have now for 4 years, and it's just been having a lot of issues lately, and I have been looking for a car for since February. It's May, and I haven't been able to find anything, but I did just find a car, so I'm about to go and buy it and decided I would somewhat bring y'all along with me. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Why my car doing that? You know what? It be when you get another car, your car want to show out. So I got another car, but I'm actually stealing Chloe. You ran it like because I gotta put insurance on the other car, which I'm actually about to go do right now. I had to go through so much to get that car. Y'all cannot even imagine. But I got her. She's at home. It's a 2009 Nissan Rogue. I will show y'all when I get home. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get some cute stuff to put on it. Like I got this when I got Chloe. How do you really decorate a car? I be seeing people decorate their car, and I was just like, what you be putting in there? So yes, y'all, I got me a new car. I'm super happy, super excited, and yeah. Okay, so as y'all just saw in the previous clips, I bought a car. I was super excited about the car until I wasn't. So, like I said before, this was originally supposed to be a vlog. Now, it's a story time, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. So, last Wednesday, which I don't know the day, but it was last Wednesday. Okay, we'll go to Tuesday. No, we're gonna go all the way back. So I've been looking for a car since like February. So I've been having like not the best of luck. I get discouraged. People like scared people gonna try to get like scam me, sell me a faulty car, and I like nah, I'm good because I have a car. I just want a newer car. So fast forward to Tuesday. I saw a car that I liked. It was seemed like a good car, and I had wrote the math out on Facebook garage sales. So I inboxed the man. He told me he was available to let me see the car the next day, which was Wednesday after 10 o'clock. Okay, so boom, Wednesday comes. My daughter had an award ceremony at school, so I get up, I go do that, and then I hit the man up, and I'm like, hey, is the car still available? He was like, yeah. I'm like, can I come look at it? Boom. So I get there, and I drive the car, and I love the car. The car was very nice, clean inside and out. I mean, like hardly no damage. Well, no damage, I'll say that, but just like cosmetic things. Like it had like a chip in the paint, and then it needed like a tail light. The cover was cracked, but it was nothing major. So I said, I want this car. Okay. It was a 2009 Nissan Rogue. So boom. The car was $6,000 cash, which I had it. So I was like, I don't want a car note. That was the whole point. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get the money and I'm gonna come back. I told him, it's gonna take me about an hour. Is what I told him. But I'm coming to get this car. So this was like 10:55ish. I specifically remember because I called my sister at 10:57 and I was like, hey, I'm gonna need you to come help me with something about an hour. Now I don't know why I thought I was gonna get this money up together within an hour, because the card that it was on is like most prepaid cards, and it's like a daily limit. So y'all, let's say starting at 11 o'clock, I'm running around trying to get this money. I finally got the money up, like all the money that I needed for the car. And at about 2, I'm headed back to go get the car. By the time I got back, he already had the paperwork together. All I had to do was sign. He counted the money. Boom, we done. So, I had been up all day. I had did the thing in my daughter's school, and had been running around all day to get the money. So by the time I got the car, I had my sister drive my other car back to my house, and then I had to take my son to work. I took the car to my mom to let her see it. I went and got me some food, and I came home and I literally ate and went to sleep. That's how tired I was. Okay, boom. Get my son off. He got off that night. I went and picked him up. And then that was all I did with the car that Wednesday. Okay. So Thursday come, which was a half day for school, and I don't make my kids go to school on half day. So I was like, well, we're gonna hit the highway. We're gonna go to Birmingham, which is like an hour drive, 45 minutes to an hour drive from where we live. So I was like, I just want to put it on the highway, you know what I'm saying, see how I do. But first I got some stuff to do around town. Okay, so I had went to O'Reilly's because I know they be having more stuff like for your car. I had done already went and bought the day before. I forgot to mention. I went to Walmart and I bought a steering wheel cover. I bought decals for the car. So I went to O'Reilly's. They didn't have anything. I went to Five Below and got a whole bunch of stuff for the car. And we had went to Best Buy for something. I can't even remember what. Oh, the little thing. They didn't have it. So boom. I'm on my way to my grandma's house. And the car, I'm going down the hill and the car won't go. So I'm like, what the hell going on? So I Moses on down to my grandma's house doing 25 because that's as fast as the car would go. You understand? And I get there and I'm like, something wrong with this car. So I called my dad and he was like, well, take it to the why my headband so far back? Dang, show my big head. He was like, take it to the auto parts store and let them put it on the machine. Y'all. So my mom had gotten the car so I could let her hear the noise. Even though in my mind I'm like, this is a transmission because this car won't go. So I'm trying to get the car to the auto parts store. But once I got on like the main road and them cars was coming by me and I couldn't go faster than 25, I said, oh no. So I ended up turning around going back to my grandma's house. So I called the man that I bought this car from less than 24 hours ago. And I'm like, this car won't go. Like something's wrong with this car. So he was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Nothing's happening. Well, it's what I got. So he was like, well, I'm gonna come and check it out. I'm gonna come put it on my scanner and da 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 da. Okay. So an hour goes by. And I'm like, okay. Because when I called him the first time, he was asking me where I was. And I was like, well, I can just give you the address. And he was like, well, I don't know how to work GPS and da 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 da. So he was like, what do you buy? He wanted to know landmarks. So I told him somewhat what I was buying. So after I called him when the hour hit, he was like, oh, I had some customers come in. I'm up here on such and such road now. So he did show up and he put it on the scanner that he brought with him, but he never said what it said. So he was like, well, I'm hoping that it's something small like a coil or something, which I don't even know what that means because I don't know that much about cars. I know to keep them maintenance and this. So he was like, well, my mechanic is up here on such and such road. It's right up the street. It's not far. I can take it up there. Da, 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 da. But he was like, I'm gonna need my car. He done pulled up in a nice little car. Okay, so I ended up driving his car that he drove there in, and he drove the car that I had just bought from him for $6,000 cash. So once we did that, and I had got my stuff out the car, and he was taking me back to my grandma's house because my kids were with me. Like we were out, they were there waiting on me. And he was just like, yeah, that's my mechanic. He's a good, honest guy. And hopefully it's something small. If I pay for it to get fixed, if not, I'll just give you your money back. I know you will because, baby. So, like, at that point, my whole day was just shot to hell because I just gave you a whole lot of money. And I'm still riding around in the car that I've been having for 4 years. Then end up having an Uber home. Okay, that's more money. And even though I had my other car, I'm almost certain I didn't go anywhere that day because I was like in disbelief. I was honestly in shock that I had just given this person this large amount of money and this car does not work. So like the more I thought I did go somewhere. I went over my cousin's house. We had did what we did. She had did some water balloons for the kids or whatever. And when I got home that night, I just remember like laying in the bed to like 1, 2 in the morning. And all I could think was, baby, you gotta get your money back. You back to where you started. You don't have a car. Now I will say I was kind of in a hurry to get a car in a sense because I'm going out of town in a couple of weeks and I didn't want to have to rent a car. But once that car went out on me, I had told myself, I said, baby, once I get my money back, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay for the rental. I'm not even gonna buy a car right now. Like at this point, old faithful out there, she gonna make it. She gonna have to do what it do. So I'm just like, what if he say he not gonna give you your money back? Like, what are you gonna do? What are your next steps gonna be? So the next day comes, which was Friday, and I got up and I had to do something pertaining to my kids' school. And I got up and I went up to the kids' school or whatever. And I called him. They opened at 10. I called him at like 10:10 to let him know I just want my money. And I didn't get an answer. My freaking anxiety, baby, through the roof. But I was just like, you know what, Toya? Don't sweat it. But like at the end, because at the end of the day, it was not, I didn't even have the car in my possession 24 hours. Do y'all hear me? 24 hours. I did not have the car. And so I was just like, he cannot not give your money back. Like I had to text my dad and I'm like, so can he tell me no? My dad was like, no, he has to give your money back. So I was at my kid's school forever. But when I left there, I went straight up to the car lot and made sure I had the paperwork that I had gotten from him the day that I bought the car. And I'm recording everything, y'all, because I honestly can say I was preparing myself. I had to prepare myself the night before for the worst. I was prepared to like have to get a lawyer and just I was prepared for the worst. I was ready to fight it down. So I just walked up to him and I was like, I just want my money back. I just want my money back. He was just like, yeah, no problem. Just like that. He went to the bank and he got my money. And I sat there and I counted it. It was all there. And so it just made me think that car was messed up when he sold it to me. And he knew it. He knew it. And he knew don't offer me nothing else on that lot. Because now I can't trust you. Because you done sold me a lemon. Is what you've done. I mean, it was no hesitation. He didn't, like, I got the video. I'm not going to put it in here, even though I was just thinking I should, but I'm not. But he didn't hesitate or nothing. He knew he was finna get my money back because I wasn't finna. And then the day that everything had went down, I was very nice. I wasn't rude or nothing to him, which I really could have been. But I, decided to take a different route and it worked in my favor. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it annoyed me because y'all don't understand what I went through to get that money. The money was on a Chime card. And I mean, I'm cash apping money. I'm sending money on Chime. I'm going to like my bank. I had went to my bank trying to get money out, which but y'all probably like, why you ain't have money in the bank anyway? Mind your business. But like it was crazy. I went through so much to get. I said I did. That was like a part-time shift I worked to get the freaking money off. And then on top of that, I done bought all this stuff, y'all ready to do a decorate my car with me video. This is not the video I had in mind. But it was just crazy. Like it was frustrating because that was my biggest fear the whole time in looking for a car. And it's even worse now that it actually happened. That I bought a lemon. That I bought a lemon. No doubt. And I honestly feel like he knew. I feel like the car was messed up from jump. And he knew. But what he didn't expect was for it to go kaput the next day, honey. I'm just so thankful that it did, y'all. Because, I mean, I don't want to miss like a lemon car. No way. Let's be very clear on it. But if I was to, end up with a car that was trash, I don't want to be paid $6,000 for it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I was really determined to go buy a cash car and just not, you know what I'm saying, worry about payments. I almost feel like I would rather have payments that way. But anyway, I mean maybe necessarily I don't have to have my storage full. So I don't even know what I was saying. But I do know I was talking about the getting a car with payments. But that's not even necessary. I could just make sure I have a warranty on the car. But yeah, like I'm scared now, like for real. And then on top of that, I just saw a thing on Facebook somebody posted where they bought a car from a car lot. Okay, in my city, and the whole time they got pulled over and the car was stolen. Stolen. Said that the girl just had paid $4,000 to, pay it out like a week ago. And then she gets pulled over by the police to find out the car is a stolen vehicle. So I'm just like, do I need to go to another state to buy a car? Because, baby, car shopping in Tuscaloosa ain't it. Car shopping here is not where we need to be. Like, for real. So I don't know. And then the car lot that I got my car from, that I have now, which has been a great car, might I add, they ain't got nothing on the lot. Like, it's a shortage in cars. I've been told that since I've been looking for a car. Even when I went to rent a car, baby, it was a shortage. It's a shortage in cars. I don't know what's going on with cars, but it's a shortage. So it's just like, honey, it's terrible. But that is my car story. I still have Chloe, good old faithful honey, and she going strong. I had just got her oil changed. So she's good. I'm gonna take her and get her a little cute little bath, and we just gonna rock it on now. The rental car has been reserved because clearly I'm not gonna have a car before I go to town. I'm just like, baby, if you looking for a car, be very careful, be very mindful because it's rough out here in these streets, baby. I ain't lying. And then the crazy thing about it, when I got there to go get the money, he was like cleaning out another car. But like I said, he not once he knew. At this point I don't want anything off your lot because the one I did get from you, it broke. It broke down. Sorry, y'all. I'm giving extra boob today. But yeah. So that's what happened. That's my car buying nightmare story. So yeah, I don't have a car. I mean, I do have a car, but I don't have a new car. And yeah, so yeah. I still got all my accessories I bought for the car though. I guess I'll keep them because I do want a new car. So that's that, y'all. I just had thought that was the craziest thing, baby. I had to tell my story, honey. But that's all I got for you. So thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time, baby.